Hi again. My name is Robert Gregory Field. I'm a psychologist and I practice in Westport, Connecticut and New York City. Now this is part two of this discussion on the all-important issue of communication in couples relationships. Now interestingly, a central part of the complaint heading this question, this discussion, I don't feel understood, goes to the heart of what is necessary for a dialogue process to be effective and where most of the problems lie. While effective communication certainly begins with being able to both clearly articulate and appropriately assert one's views and or feelings, it's around the aspect of reception, the part of listening and hearing, where dialogue most often breaks down. It's important first, though, to distinguish between listening and hearing. As I understand them, the former involves simply paying attention to what the other has said, while the latter involves understanding both the content and emotional import of what one's partner has said. So to begin with, if one is not truly listening, the dialogue process will be short-circuited and understanding, i.e. the hearing part, cannot occur. This is typically because the receiver may have pre-assumptions about what the other is trying to communicate, or becomes focused on their own response or defending their own point of view, either overtly or in their head. If one can set aside these aspects and focus on truly listening, then the work of hearing can begin. Here, one has to be willing to both set aside one's own perspectives and consider those of their partner. Further, it's vital to understand how one's partner feels about a particular issue and what they have to say about it. Lastly, true hearing ultimately involves some form of communication indicating that you have understood your partners in these terms, or if you haven't, request for further clarification. If you haven't quite understood, then a process of clarification is required. Now the key problem here, beside the basic one of content not being listened to, is that when one partner does not feel heard, typically they feel less inclined to work at adhering or even listening to what their partner has to say. And in these situations, a sense of impasse and feelings of anger and resentment and/or a relational breakdown then generally result. Furthermore, the actual issues that are being communicated about remain unresolved as well, thus facilitating a process in which communication are effectively made, listened to fully, and heard in terms of understanding content and emotional import are crucial elements in marriage, couple, counseling, or therapy process. So that concludes this video today. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned for other videos related to marriage and couples counseling or therapy. Please also note the link to my website below. It has information about me, my practice, as well as contact information. Thank you.